So it's been about 2 days since this workout that you're seeing right now, and I figured I would just do a voiceover instead of just putting music over it to kind of talk about my leg workout and just everything I'm doing. So you can see, just started up by warming up at the bar, and when I'm doing my squats, I'll usually do bar 135, 225, 275, and then whatever my top set would be. So you can see here I'm doing 135, and I was pausing at the bottom because I kept hitting the side rack, so I lowered it here. And this was 225. So for this workout, I had a top set of 6. And you're going to see I ended up doing 325. Now, there's Andrew about to get straight in front of my camera. But yeah, 325 for 6, I think, is actually technically a PR because, like, I don't really go for many sets of 6, so technically it's a PR. I probably could have gotten much more, but as you'll see. So move on here to 275. Now, I kind of want to talk about my squat form. As you can see, the bar is very low. Definitely not on the top of my traps. It's right on my rear delts. That's because it's a low bar squat. So for each rep, you can see I'm kind of raising my traps and then pulling the bar tight into my back. Now, that, it's not necessarily called bracing because bracing is really your core, but that's a big part of bracing. For every rep, I'll pull the bar in, take a deep breath, tighten my core into my belt, and then I'll go down. And you can see this is my top set, 325 for 6. As I said, this is technically a PR because I don't do a lot of sets of 6, but I definitely think I probably could have gotten 365 or maybe 370, considering my max is 425. And my goal for this entire training cycle is to hit 455 squat at around 170 body weight. So that's the goal, and that'll be really sick. You can see there, that was my last rep of 325 for 6, and it flew. It was supposed to be RP7, but it was just a really solid rep. It's a random video of Andrew flexing, and then some flexing footage of me. You can't hear behind the camera, and Andrew was like, holy shit, you look insane, because I've been getting a lot leaner. When I get leaner, my obliques start to really pop, so it's good to finally see that again, considering I've been cutting for a little while now. And these are my back offs. So 305 for some sets of 7. Sets of 7 sucked. Like, I'm on a volume block in my training, so I'm doing sets of 7, sadly. But not next week is the last week of my volume block, and then I'll be able to move on to my strength block. Now, volume block is kind of the time where you put on your muscle mass. Just in general, you want to have hypertrophy. It's a power building program, but also putting on muscle mass allows for more strength to be built in your strength block, because you just need that muscle mass to support the strength you're going to gain, prevent injury. So this was my second set. This was 295. I lowered the weight because I kind of overshot on the 305. And this kid is laughing at me in the back because they were saying I was thunder clenching. Like at the top, they were saying I was like squeezing my ass so tight, like I was clenching. I think it was Andrew making fun of me behind the camera, but you got to do what you got to do, because when I was younger, I built up to 275 squat, and then I had to stop because my glutes were so weak. My hips hurt, so I'm going to thunder clench. I got to get that glute activation, so do what you got to do. These were leg extensions. I did a couple sets of 20 with the full stack. I'm already thinking of driving my feet all the way into the ceiling, really, really flexing my quad, not just near the teardrop, near the upper leg, because the main muscle that leg extension works is the rectus femoris, I think it's called. It's that middle muscle throughout the leg. I really want to bring that up, especially on my left. For some reason, my left leg's uneven to my right. Maybe you'll see it in the flexing footage, but this was my second to last exercise. This is, as you could see, I'm pausing at the bottom. You can't really see because the videos are sped up, but I've been doing my leg press where I'm pausing at the bottom, giving myself a second, and then just like really, really like giving my all into each rep, and that allows me to add more weight. This was only like 310 or 330, but this machine's weight's kind of wanky, so it was very, very heavy. I give myself rest in between each rep, and then I'm just pushing all the way, and it's allowed me to go a lot heavier and feel my legs a lot more. I definitely felt it, as you can see by my face. And then I finish off with hamstrings and calves. Now, the only other time I'm hitting hamstrings throughout my program is on back days where I'm doing RDLs. And my hamstrings are a very much a lagging muscle group. Always have been. So you can see I'm leaning forward at the end. And that was because if you lean forward, you're already presetting a stretch in your hamstring. So just really good in general. And this is some flexing footage after my leg day. And since it was after leg day, I had all my blood flow in my legs and none on my upper body. So my upper body looks kind of flat, but it is what it is. I still looked pretty good. And you can see in this video, if you've been following me, if you've been following the videos, that I'm looking very lean. Like my obliques are showing, my abs are getting a lot, leaner. My waist is coming in. And overall, my physique is looking really good. And that's because I've been cutting. As some of you know, I'm going to show it in the next video in depth, full day of eating, 2,600 calories. I already filmed it. It's already done. You're going to see what I eat in a day. And my cut's been going really well, as you can see. I'm really happy with how I look. And that is basically all I have to say for this video. I know it was a short one, but I haven't made a video in a while, so I wanted to show you guys this workout, take you all through it, and expect another video in about 2 days because me and Andrew went to the new gym we're going to be going to for the first time, Crunch Fitness. I got a free membership. I can also bring him. So expect that video soon. And I'm going to end this one here. I hope you guys learned something. Try to, go a little more in depth about my workout. And 2 new videos coming very soon. And yeah, that's basically it. So be on the lookout for those videos. See you guys in the next one. And one last thing, if you guys want to run the program in this video, I'll put the link in the description for the program. I also put the link for my beginner program that I've run when I was first year lifting to my 5th year. And yeah, now the video's actually over. Peace.